Hi Capricorn, this is your reading for November 2018. This is just a general reading, so it can be in regards to any area of your life. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Psychic Tarot by Holland, and Whispers of Love by Hartfield. Now, Capricorn, your challenge this month is the Justice card. So the Justice card, is about, yes, wanting justice. Maybe wanting to be treated fairly. Being treated in a fair and just way here. Wanting those scales evenly balanced. Do you feel, Capricorn, that in some area of your life that, you've been untreated fairly? Is this a message here for you to do this with somebody else, to treat somebody else in a fair and just way? The Justice card also is about, bringing problems to the surface, because then we can try to resolve them. It could be for some of you that, you are dealing with the legal system in some respects. It could be a divorce for some of you. It could be obviously to do with anything. Now, with the past coming through, we have the Three of Wands. Now, the thing with the Three of Wands is we've come from the Two. And the Two is about choosing, which way we're going to go. Choosing a path. We then get to the Three where we've made our decision. And now we're waiting to see the results. So, Capricorn, is there a particular path that you have chosen? And does this path involve maybe having to deal with the legal system? Or, is it a path that you've chosen and, you're hoping that obviously you're going to see the results and you're hoping that you're going to be treated in a fair and just way? Because in the present, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, this can be a card of feeling left out in the cold. Feeling as though you're on the outside looking in. But also, the Five of Pentacles can touch on, money issues. So, but quite often with the Five of Pentacles, if we're dealing with financial hardship here, it's not a permanent situation. Things will improve here. So again, is there some injustice in regards to you and somebody else or an organisation when it comes to your finances? Is it a case for some of you that there's some financial drain because you are having to deal with the legal system and your money is obviously being spent on that? Is it that, again, you feel that somebody owes you money and, you're hoping to have that money repaid to you? Now, in your advice, we have the Moon. Now, with the Moon, we don't have full clarity. So, it could very well be here in your advice to advise you that, things are not as they seem. But also, to suggest that at the moment, you don't have all the answers. You don't have full clarity on this situation. Because with the Moon, as I said, there is a lack of clarity. There can be an element of fear attached. Things that are hidden from us. How others are viewing you, we've got the Eight of Wands. So this is the communication card. So, is it that others are, you know, feeling that you should be communicating? Is it about having those communication lines open here, needing to communicate more? But the thing with the Eight of Wands, it can sometimes talk about unexpected communication. Communication coming through that we didn't expect to hear. Or from a source we didn't expect to hear from. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, you know, this is your energy being of the suit of the Pentacles, Capricorn, okay? Now, the thing with this Queen is she does want to feel secure, you know, and feel grounded. She wants to put roots down. She is very, some can say, and if the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, she can be very materialistic. Very much about, you know, money. The thing is, are you, you know, is it a hope for you? Because you're hoping that if this is a financial struggle, something going on with your finances here, that it'll be resolved and you'll get that element of security back. But is it that you're dealing with somebody else and, you know, they are, you know, a financial drain? That they are very materialistic. Is this somebody else that you're dealing with in this situation? Could be another Capricorn, could be a Taurus, a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Now, moving down, we have the Six of Swords here. So this is a card about moving on, okay? Moving on from something that we found to be very turbulent and trying to get to calmer waters. It can, for me, talk about a change in communication. You know, needing to change the way we have communicated with somebody else. Not communicating in such a, an argumentative way. But, you know, because it's to do with our thoughts as well, it can be in terms of our thoughts. You know, trying to get more calm, more peace, more clarity within our thoughts, especially with the Moon card being there, if we haven't got clarity. And with the Six of Swords, we're trying to get that. But sometimes the only way we can get that is to remove ourselves from the situation. So we can take a step back and, you know, reflect and analyse everything. Now, the next card we've got here is the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card about needing to stand up for yourself, feeling challenged. The Seven of Wands talks about you being on the higher ground, but it talks about you needing to maintain that higher ground because other people are challenging you here, Capricorn. Now, whether these challenges are to do with finances, I feel finances are playing a part here. For some of you, what came to my mind here is that for some of you, it could be to do with a work situation whereby, you know, you are going for promotion. Or, you know, wanting to, what's the word I'm looking for? Going for promotion or wanting the accolades for the work you've done, for a job well done here. And somebody else may be trying to steal your thunder. Next card, Five of Wands. And this card can talk about competition. Competition within the workplace. But it can also talk about arguments, conflict. You know, people shouting over each other, nobody listening to each other. The last card is Judgment. And for me, in this instance, I feel that Judgment card is there because a judgment call is going to need to be made here. It could be touching on harsh judgment being placed on you or you to somebody else. But I feel the Judgment card here is that a judgment call is going to have to be made here because this has got to come to an end. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. And this is feeling very weighed down. It can be too much responsibilities on your shoulders. Dealing with, if we're talking a work situation, dealing with your duties and having other people dump more stuff onto you. But if not, it's, you know, it's about carrying a heavy burden, a heavy load here. If we're talking about financial constraints or having to deal with the legal system, then not surprisingly, you're going to have that Ten of Wands there. Now, with your Psychic Tarot cards, while I was shuffling, 2 cards jumped out. So I've kept both, okay? So the first card we have is Sacral Chakra. And the next card we have is Triumph and Success, which is number 1. So I'm going to read from the book a bit about these cards. So the Sacral Chakra, the key word for that is I want. And it says, known as the Sacral Chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity and sexuality. So, you know, it can be very much talking, because it is, as I said, the key word is I want. So it can be talking about, you know, what it is you want when it comes to your emotions, your desires. You know, as the book said, maybe sexuality, but I'm not picking that up here. Something to do with creativity. I definitely feel it's something to do with your work situation here. I don't think it's a personal relationship. Now, the other card, Triumph and Success, it says the first of the mental cards signifies that new beginnings and exciting challenges may be before you. By utilising your strength, willpower, determination and focus, there's the potential for you to reign triumph in many areas of your life. In traditional tarot, this card represents the Ace of Swords. Now, the thing is, with the Ace of Swords, we get clarity. We get a new understanding. And, you know, it can talk about, obviously, communication. So I think with the Moon card, you know, being there and not having that clarity, we're going to start to get the clarity. We're going to start to understand things better. Your Whispers of Love card, which can be in relation to any relationship in your life, is love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. So, you know, that is I think very much a separate message from the main reading here, Capricorn. But, you know, yeah, as the song goes, love is all around you. So, that is your message, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you and take care. Bye.